From the deep blue oceans to the thick, lush forests, Earth has been home to some pretty colossal creatures throughout its history. Some of these animals were so huge that it's hard to wrap your head around their size. From towering, plant-munching giants to ferocious hunters, these massive creatures left a big footprint on our planet, literally and figuratively. In this post, we're diving deep, pun intended, into the world of the largest animals that have ever existed, including the biggest ones living today. Get ready to be blown away by just how gigantic these creatures were, and still are. We'll cover everything from the largest dinosaurs like the Argentinosaurus to the ocean's giants like the Megalodon. Let's get started. Argentinosaurus, the Land King. Let's kick things off with one of the largest land animals to ever walk the earth, Argentinosaurus. This massive herbivore lived about 90 million years ago during the late Cretaceous period in what is now Argentina. Imagine a creature so enormous that just one of its thigh bones is taller than the average human. Argentinosaurus is famous for being one of the biggest land animals ever, potentially stretching up to 100 feet in length and weighing a whopping 100 tons, about the same as 14 African elephants. This dinosaur's long neck made up about half of its entire length, and its head was surprisingly small for such a big body. Its brain? Not much bigger than a baseball. But hey, who needs brains when you've got sheer size? To keep itself going, Argentinosaurus probably had to chow down on around half a ton of plants every day. With that kind of size, there weren't many predators daring enough to take it on. Spinosaurus. The semi-aquatic stalker next up on our list is Spinosaurus, another giant from the late Cretaceous period, which lived around 100 to 95 million years ago. This dinosaur had a unique look thanks to the sail-like structure on its back, created by elongated vertebrae. Think of it as a prehistoric crocodile on steroids. First discovered in Egypt in the early 1900s, the fossils were unfortunately destroyed in World War II. Thankfully, more fossils have been found recently, giving us a better picture of this intimidating predator. But here's the twist. Spinosaurus wasn't just hunting on land. Scientists believe it was a semi-aquatic dinosaur, meaning it spent a lot of time in the water. With a long, narrow snout perfect for catching fish and webbed feet to propel it through water, Spinosaurus was kind of like the ultimate multi-terrain vehicle. It could swim, it could run, and with an estimated length of over 15 meters, nearly 50 feet, and a weight of 8 tons, it was pretty much the size of your nightmares. Shastasaurus, the ocean's behemoth. Let's leave the land and dive into the ocean, where Shastasaurus was making waves. Living around 210 to 215 million years ago during the late Triassic period, this marine reptile was one of the biggest creatures ever to swim the seas, with some estimates suggesting it reached lengths of up to 20 meters, about 65 feet. That's about the same size as a modern blue whale. Shastasaurus wasn't just big, it was built for life in the water. It had an elongated body and paddle-like limbs, which helped it move smoothly through the ocean. Its tail was shaped for propulsion, kind of like a dolphin's, allowing it to zip through the water efficiently. As a carnivore, it likely preyed on other marine reptiles and big fish, using its long snout filled with sharp teeth to grab its meals. Megalodon, the mega shark. And then, there's Megalodon, the shark that makes Jaws look like a guppy. This prehistoric mega shark lived between 23 to 3.6 million years ago during the Miocene and Pliocene epochs and was one of the most fearsome predators to ever swim in the ocean. Picture this. The biggest Megalodon specimens were about 18 meters, nearly 60 feet, long and weighed up to 60 tons. To put that in perspective, the largest great white sharks today only reach about 6 meters, 20 feet, in length and 2.5 tons in weight. Yep, Megalodon was a serious heavyweight. This shark's diet probably had a lot to do with its massive size. Scientists think Megalodon feasted on large marine mammals, like whales. With a bite force estimated between 10 to 18 tons, at least 10 times stronger than the bite of the biggest great white shark, Megalodon could easily chomp through thick layers of blubber and muscle. But despite being a top-tier predator, Megalodon went extinct around 3.6 million years ago. Why? Well, No one knows for sure, but theories range from changes in prey availability to competition with other predators. Leviathan, the leviathan of whales after the megalodon's reign, another giant emerged in the oceans. Leviathan, a prehistoric whale that lived around 12 to 13 million years ago during the Miocene epoch. Leviathan wasn't just big, it was a giant with an attitude. Reaching lengths of 17 to 18 meters, around 56 to 59 feet, and weighing up to 60 tons, this whale was as terrifying as it was large. Its jaws were filled with 36-centimeter long teeth, some of the biggest of any known carnivorous animal. Unlike today's sperm whales that mainly eat squid, Leviathan probably went after large marine animals like other whales and seals. It's even possible that it could have squared off against a megalodon if their timelines overlapped. But since they didn't live in the same era or environments, there's no direct evidence of these two titans battling it out. Paracephalium, the giant of the land. While the oceans had their fair share of giants, the land wasn't exactly left out. Meet Paracephalium, a giant among mammals that lived during the Oligocene epoch, about 34 to 23 million years ago. This creature looked like a rhino but without the horn, and it was massive, possibly weighing up to 18 metric tons and standing over 5.5 meters, about 18 feet, tall at the shoulder. Imagine a giraffe on steroids. Despite its size, Paracephalium was a gentle giant, munching on leaves and vegetation. Its long, flexible neck allowed it to reach high branches, and its massive legs were built to support its weight over large distances. Definitely not something you'd want to stumble upon during a hike. Daeodon, the entelodont beast. Speaking of strange, massive animals, let's not forget about Daeodon, one of the largest entelodonts, or hell pigs, that roamed North America and Eurasia during the Oligocene and Miocene epochs. Daeodon wasn't actually a pig, but it had a pig-like snout and was quite the omnivore. It stood over 2 meters, about 6.5 feet, tall at the shoulder and weighed up to 500 kilograms, about 1,100 pounds. Daeodon had a powerful bite that could crush bones, and it would eat pretty much anything: plants, small animals, and even carrion. It disappeared around 5 million years ago, possibly due to changes in climate or competition with other predators. Megalania, the giant lizard. Then there was Megalania, also known as the giant ripper lizard, which prowled Australia during the Pleistocene epoch. Megalania could grow up to 6 meters, almost 20 feet, in length and weighed around 680 kilograms, 1,500 pounds. Picture a Komodo dragon, but on a much larger scale. What's really interesting about Megalania is that, despite its size, it could climb trees. It likely used its strong claws for climbing, whether it was hunting for prey or avoiding danger. Megalania went extinct about 50,000 years ago, possibly due to human hunting or other environmental changes. Modern giants. The whales now. Let's fast forward to today. The largest animals currently alive are, of course, whales. If you guessed whales, you get a gold star. Among the toothed whales, sperm whales take the crown, reaching lengths of up to 18 meters, 59 feet, and weighing over 60 tons. Sperm whales are also known for their incredible diving abilities. They can dive up to 3,000 meters, almost 10,000 feet, deep and hold their breath for more than an hour. They're the ultimate deep-sea hunters, using echolocation to track down their favorite prey, mainly squid. But the biggest of them all is the blue whale. The blue whale is not just the largest animal alive today but also the largest animal to have ever lived on Earth. These ocean giants can grow up to 30.5 meters, about 100 feet, in length and weigh a staggering 200 tons. Their hearts alone are the size of a small car and can weigh as much as 680 kilograms, about 1,500 pounds. And here's a fun fact. A blue whale's heart beats only about 5 to 6 times per minute, but with each beat, it pumps out more than 10,000 liters, over 2,600 gallons, of blood. Blue whales are also one of the loudest animals on the planet. Their calls can reach up to 188 decibels, louder than a jet engine. They're truly remarkable creatures, but unfortunately, they are also among the most endangered, with only about 10,000 left in the wild. And that's a wrap. So there you have it, a tour through the world of the biggest animals to ever exist, from prehistoric giants to today's massive whales. These creatures, past and present, show us just how diverse and fascinating life on Earth can be. We hope you enjoyed this journey through time and space. Well, mostly just time. If you found this interesting, hit that thumbs up button, and don't forget to subscribe for more awesome content about our planet, the universe, and all the cool stuff in between. Thanks for sticking around, and see you next time.